The Chicago Bears get blown out by the Detroit Lions 41-10. So let's talk about it. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, my NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. And apologies for the delay in posting this video. The reason is after the game ended, I got to tell you, folks, I kind of just sat back and just went into deep thought thinking, I can't believe we're at this point in the season where you are just numb to the losses. You're just numb to them. And you kind of expect it. And again, I know we have that prize of the number one overall pick, which is very, very close. And you can almost feel it. But still, man, you think about it and you're like, all you've ever wanted as a Bears fan your entire life is a franchise quarterback. And we have one, it looks like, in Justin Fields. But what did it cost you? Everything. The entire season being an absolute waste as the Bears lose once again. But it is what it is. Let's talk about the game here. So we will start with, of course, the quarterback, Justin Fields, who in this game, man, it looked like he was just trying to beat Lamar Jackson's single-season rushing record by a quarterback. Just rushing on every play, finished with 132 rushing yards and had only 75 passing yards. That's obviously not a acceptable and long-term viable option as a quarterback. You definitely don't want to have more rushing yards than passing yards. But again, it is a waste of a season, and we know that one of the things that Justin Fields wants to do is break the record. I've told you I'm okay with that. I just don't want him taking hits. And that was the problem today. He was taking too many unnecessary hits, wasn't sliding, and also the Bears offensive line could not protect him at all. And, you know, late in the game, I'm just thinking, like, let's just get Justin out of here. Like, let's just save him because the line can't protect him. The receivers have no idea what they're doing. Justin doesn't slide. Like, it is just an absolute mess. And I don't want him spending the offseason rehabbing because he injured his knee or his leg or something. Let's just take him out, screw the record. But of course, he stays in the game and he finishes out. And thankfully, knock on wood here, he is healthy as we know it. But overall, folks, Justin Fields, you know, rushing-wise, had a great game. But passing-wise, it left a lot to be desired here. But again, can you really blame him? We did get Chase Claypool back, but just doesn't seem like the chemistry's there. And then the rest of our receivers, like, what do you really have there, right? The top pass catcher was Cole Kmet, who finished with a paltry 2 for 27 and a touchdown. This Bears passing offense, I know it's been said before, it is anemic. It is pathetic. It is awful. The only reason the Bears even had 10 points in this game was because of Justin Fields. So on the offensive side, an absolute mess. I don't know what happened here. Like, Luke Getsy's game plan just went out the water here because the Bears defense couldn't stop a nosebleed, but that doesn't mean your offense can't score. And it just got to a point where, you know, the play calling was bad. Justin was holding on to the ball long. The line couldn't protect. The receivers looked lost. Everything that could go wrong went wrong in this game. Again, we went up 10-7. Opening drive was fantastic. Boom, boom, boom. You score, and you're up 10-7. We're thinking, this is going to be a shootout. You know, even if we lose, I'm trying to lose 41-37, not 41-10. Right? And so I'm thinking this is going to be an exciting game. Buckle up. Justin's going to have a monster game. And he did on the ground, but not passing-wise. And it just went completely left. It just went completely left. The Lions got whatever they wanted. Jared Goff, 3 touchdowns. Just literally every time he was throwing a guy, had like 10 feet of separation. The announcers were like, are they playing zone? Are they playing man? What are they playing? Because we can't tell because the receivers are so wide open. That's how bad it was. This Bears defense was horrendous. I can't tell you anybody on this Bears defense that deserves to be back next year, folks. Maybe outside of Jaquan Brisker, right? Like, that's how bad it is for this Bears defense. They are awful. This might be the worst Bears defense I've seen in my lifetime. They couldn't stop anything. Jamal Williams ran all over us, 144 rushing yards. DeAndre Swift, you couldn't tackle this guy. DeAndre Swift had a 3rd and long where it literally looked like the Lions were just giving up on the drive, and DeAndre Swift just pops it and just literally has that burst where you're just thinking, oh my goodness, and Bears couldn't tackle him. You couldn't tackle him all game long. The Lions got whatever they wanted. Whatever they wanted. The Lions were like, we're going to use the passing game, cool. We're going to use the running game, cool. Like, anything they wanted, they could do in this game. The Bears defense was horrendous, and this is a huge area for Ryan Poles to fix in the offseason. And it got so bad to the point, obviously, in the fourth quarter that they benched their starters because it was a blowout. So overall, folks, the Bears lose 41-10. Couple of items to note here. Now, we have one more game left. We played the Minnesota Vikings. They're still going to be playing their starters in this game because they're trying to lock up. We're trying to vie for that number 1 seed, and they're playing for seeding. And we've got the Texans, who also lost today to the Jaguars. They're playing the Colts next week. The Colts got absolutely demolished by the Giants today, and they're in a mess. So you can't tell me the Colts are going to beat the Texans. That's totally up in the air. The Texans could easily beat them. And if the Bears lose to the Vikings, which I expect to happen because this team can't stop a nosebleed at this point, then we've got the Bears locking up that number 1 seed. So again, something to look forward to next week because I just want to get this loss out of my memory. My God, that was awful. All right? This is the exact opposite of what you want when you're tanking, which is losing by blowouts. I want to lose. I don't want to lose, but when you do have to lose competitively. Put up a fight. This was the opposite of that. And so the Lions' playoff chances are alive now. And yeah, folks, we'll see next week. But overall, just a horrendous performance by both sides of the football. Offense was bad. Defense was bad. This was bad. I just want to forget about it. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below as always. Thanks for watching.